Yo, what's going on, guys? It's GCP here. First of all, very Merry Christmas Eve to all of you guys. I don't know if you guys celebrate Christmas or not, but still, getting into the holiday spirit has always been, you know, just a season of cheer. So wherever you're at, whatever you believe in, and whatever you celebrate, make sure you guys have a good holiday season. With that being said, bringing you some Modern Warfare on Piccadilly, one of the better maps in this game. And if you guys didn't know I was being sarcastic, then I don't know what to tell you guys. But anyways, so around this time of year, there's a certain special group of people that we are used to seeing when it comes to Call of Duty games, right? I mean, there's only one special group of people that we enjoy playing against, and that has been year-round, the noobs. That's right, the Christmas noobs. So guess what? This time around, because Infinity Ward didn't want us to play with any type of noobs unless you yourself are a noob. And how is that determined if you're a noob or not? Well, just gotta look at your KD. And if you want to exploit your KD, if you want to reverse boost and get into lobbies with noobs, more power to you. You can get into easy matches where people don't have a clue how to play the game. People don't sweat. So this time around, if you're actually a decent player, or if you're not bad at the game, you're gonna be able to face off against those Christmas noobs. But for players who actually are decent, for players who actually hold a pretty good KD, I'd say, or at least it's above a 1.5, I'd say, then you're probably not going to find those Christmas noobs. Sad face, I know. Unfortunately, I have about a 1.58 KD in this game, which is crazy because in Black Ops 2 I held at least a 2.0 KD. But in this game, since I'm constantly paired up with players of a higher skill level, I am not able to dominate as I usually do. Now, it's not to say that every game is a bad game for me, or I constantly do bad because I'm playing against good players. I still hold my own. I still do pretty well, even against sweats. So it's healthy to go against sweats every now and then. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I don't want a lobby full of noobs all the time, but it would be nice to have a mix. You know, maybe some games where you're playing against clueless players, because that's fun to dominate them, and also have a challenge where people know exactly what they're doing, and sometimes you get your butt handed to you. So, like I said before, I'm not totally against players who are decent, at least who match up with your skill level or are better. But at the same time, I would welcome players who are Christmas noobs and get into lobbies where you can actually give them a life lesson. Because that's what it is. You gotta look at it that way, Infinity Ward. I'm talking to you guys. You got to give these guys a lesson on how to get better. And that means sometimes you got to hand their butts to them. That's how they learn. That's how I learned. I never was given a safe space. I was never given this protection of skill-based matchmaking. I got beat. When I got beat, I got beat. It motivated me to want to get better. I studied how these guys were able to dominate. I remember when I first started up Black Ops 1, that was my first Call of Duty game. There were lobbies that I got into when I first started playing where people were dominating me. I didn't know how. I was like, what is going on? Why am I so bad at this game? I'm coming from a game like Halo, which was a first-person shooter for those of you guys who have played it, and I thought I was a decent player. But just Call of Duty, even though Call of Duty is an easier game than Halo, it just played a little bit different. It was a little more of an arcade shooter. So I was coming in a little already with experience, but I wasn't just invested into the whole Call of Duty style of play. So it didn't take very long for me to get good at this game, because Call of Duty at its core is not a hard game. But it took a little bit of an adjusting period for me to at least flow with this game and know how exactly it is played. So with that, I want to let you guys know, Infinity Ward, again, that it's okay. Not everybody deserves a participation trophy. Not everybody is going to win. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot always protect the new players. or the noobs. Let them learn. Let them freaking learn to get better at the game. Let them get their butts handed to them, and that way they can improve. Let them use it as motivation. Let them study the players who are better than them in skill level, and that way they can become better. You're actually doing them a disservice by not letting them get beat by better players, because all they're gonna know is to camp. All they're gonna know is to play against players who are just as bad as them. And how does that make them improve? It doesn't. So if you guys want to breed this special group of players into being noobs all the time, then I don't know what to tell you guys, because that is not improving the community. That is indeed actually making the community a lot worse. You're doing everybody a disservice here, and you're making the community a lot more toxic. Yes, nobody likes playing in lobbies where people are non-moving, people are camping. That does not promote better Call of Duty play. That is not exciting. That, at the bottom line, is not fun. That is not the way Call of Duty should be played. This is not a tactical shooter. This is an arcade style first-person shooter game, and it always has been. So why change the formula? I don't get it, guys. This holiday season, I'm kind of sad. I might not be able to face off against these Christmas noobs, but what can I do? No matter how many times we've been telling these guys that skill-based matchmaking should be taken out of the game, they just don't want to listen. For whatever reason. Protect the noobs, get rid of Russian gameplay. Maybe they hate pub stompers. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I hope you guys find some lobbies where you have Christmas noobs so you can actually have some fun here and there. Not saying you should always have lobbies full of noobs, but here and there, it just would be nice. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. With that being said, this is GCP, signing off.